Hey guys, what is going on? I hope you guys are having a fantastic week. As you guys can see, we have a pallet right here, and we're going to talk about breaking down pallets. The pallets is either going to be a love-hate relationship. You're either going to enjoy working with them, or you're going to absolutely hate working with them. And the main reason why people hate working with them is the nails, because they have the screw-type nails, and they're very difficult to get out. Your waste to use ratio sometimes equals 50-50 once you start breaking it down. When you start using a hammer and a nail puller, something like that, you start prying up on these, and if they're thinner boards, they start breaking right away. Then, I mean, they're just junk. So you can see right here that this is a very thin board. This is probably 1/2 inch plank, and the nails are right on the edge. So one of the things that you could do is just, if you weren't going to be using the runner, you could just take a circular saw and just zip down right along the runner, and you wouldn't even have to worry about the nails. But most of the time, if you're going to be going through all this, you're going to want to save the runners as well. And this whole pallet is all poplar. So I brought this one inside. I'm going to break this one down and make sure that there are no nails. I'll probably try to pry this one apart and get all the nails removed and try to find the use for the poplar. I just like the colors of the poplar. You have some really nice colors in here, the purples, stuff like that. And there's not too many knots in this pallet. However, I've gotten a bunch of these pallets that I'm calling farm pallets because they are just pine pallets or the oak pallets, and they're still very thin boards, and as you can see, they're already cracked right here, but they're still good planks. But if you went to go use a nail puller and a hammer, this would completely break apart. So as you can see, I started off by using a nail puller. I thought it'd be a little bit quicker to do, but I kept breaking these planks all apart, and as you can see, it was leaving nails behind. So you got to worry about people stepping on them, stuff like that. I'm trying to find you guys some pieces you guys can see, like right here. You got to worry about people stepping on these nails. This is a screw type nail, so when you're breaking apart pallets, you always have to worry about that. So the way that I have found the simplest and the quickest way and the most, I don't know, beneficial way of saving all your pallet wood is by using a Sawzall. Now, these are also called reciprocating saws, a couple different things. This one is a Chicago Electric one. This is from Harbor Freight. I've had this one for quite a while. I've used it for many different jobs, and I like this one because you can actually unlock it and turn your handle so that you can be on the side. You can be at different angles. So I like having it to where you can rotate it back and forth. So that particular saw is probably, I don't know, 20 bucks. And I've used other ones. I've used DeWalt's, I've used Ryobi's, I've used different things like that. And this is exactly the same. I don't find anything really different. It might be a little bit, the material might be a little bit different. The DeWalt's feel a little bit heavier. This is just cheap plastic. But I've been using this one for almost 3 years now. Haven't had any kind of issues with it. You can flip the blade around so you can go where it's flat, and it's a lot simpler sometimes doing it that way. I've used it for all sorts of things, even probably a hammer at one point. You guys know what I'm talking about, where you just take it and you just start hitting a nail with it, even the side. So it's a reciprocating saw from Harbor Freight. Great price. And we're going to go show you guys how to use it and break down the pallets quickly. So we're back on this one plank that's all cracked up. If you were to go and use a nail puller and a hammer, you more than likely would break this right apart. But with the Sawzall, you have a very thin blade. It doesn't take away any material when you're cutting through. We have one nail right here that's kind of sticking out of the side. I don't want to just cut that one off and leave it on the ground. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this flat, and then I'm going to go in from this side and move it over. And I'll leave that nail right there so that I don't lose it. And we'll go do the other side real quick. Alright guys, so like I said, if you were to use a nail puller, you'd probably be breaking this. But look at that, okay? I have a entire plank now that's still really good. There's no sharp nails sticking out. You could take a punch and punch these out right here, but these right here are completely flush. Now, like I said, these are going to be like a farm use type pallet, so I'm not worried about the nails being in these runners. See that? And see how clean that is? You can even come with a hammer and just pound those down a little bit more, and then take a hammer and a punch and pop those out. But I'm just going to take it and throw it in the stack with all of the other ones. And I've had 8 pallets that I've had to break down. Saved a lot of the planks. And then I've got a pile for the runners and some of the bigger pieces. And then I'm going to be building a compost bin. And so these are the really thin pieces. You can see those are just, I don't know, 3/8 inch thick material. So I've been collecting some of these to make the compost bin out of, and I'll just trim them up. And this whole pallet right here was thin, so we'll use that as like the back, and then we got to build the sides with some of the other runners and stuff. But when you go to do it this way, it's a whole lot simpler with the reciprocating saw, and it's a lot safer and a lot quicker. You can break down a whole pallet in under 10 minutes. That's it, guys. That was just under 2 minutes just to break down that whole pallet. So it was super simple. I'm getting a good stock of wood for the chicken cages, or the chicken coop, and rabbit cages and stuff like that. Hope you guys found that useful. Hope you guys try it out. The reciprocating saw by far is the easiest way to break down a pallet and save the material. When you do it other ways, you're going to destroy the pieces, and this is a lot safer, unless you're just trying to get very, very clean wood, like I'm going to try with this poplar pallet. Then you want to use the nail puller because you want all the nails to come out. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. Appreciate you guys watching. If you guys are new, hit that subscribe button and the bell so you guys get notifications. See you guys on the next video.